my little guy has glasses. I guess you could call him a bookworm. Hey y'all, Theo here today, and today we will be making origami cats, cute, and inchworms. So our required materials for this activity for both the cat and the inchworm is paper, but today I'm using lime paper, but you guys can use whatever you have available that you can fold. And we're having a little pen, writing utensil, anything that you can write with, you can draw, whatever. Then you have scissors. Scissors, you don't want to cut yourself with these, not good. And non-required materials, you could get some coloring. You could color your cat and inchworm like I did. You got Sharpie, you could make it a little bit more detailed. And then for a straw, you don't need a straw. You could just use your mouth, but for the inchworm, you could blow on the inchworm using a straw or your mouth to make it move across the surface. So I would like to show you how to make the inchworm first. So first you want to get out your piece of paper, any kind of paper. I'm using lime paper for this time. Then you want to get your writing utensil, and you can use pencil, whatever. But when I'm using my lime paper, I'm going to be counting. Just draw a line from the red line all the way down to the ends of the paper. There you go. And then you count 1, 2, 3 more lines down, and then you start from the end. And then you want to go all the way down to the end. But if you're using another type of paper like construction paper or printer paper or whatever, you can just go from the end, this end to the other end, and it just has to be even. And then you want to take your scissors. Be careful, don't cut anything. But you want to go over the red line or the line you just drew, and you want to cut this. And if you're going to the end, just cut all the way to the end. And then you want to cut here. And you just want to cut all of this out. But don't throw away the piece of paper that you were left with. Don't throw away this. Just put it up to the side because we're going to be using this for our cat later on. So here we've got our strip of paper, and we have to fold this strip of paper in half, just like this, crease it, and then we want to fold one side of the strip of paper to the middle. Then we want to crease it again, fold once more to the middle, and then we want to repeat all that for the other end of the strip of paper. Starting from here we go. And then you want to do it one more time. Crease. Fold once more. Boom. And then, so this is a very important step. To make it look like an inchworm, we have to cut the little square box, the right side. We want to cut it the side that is not folded. We want to cut it on the side that opens up and doesn't have ends, so it so it works. So we would cut it right here in a little circle. Like that. And then here we go. Mine's a bit skinny, but here we've got our basics for our arm. So if you want to color it, you should do it now at this point in time. And then you could just color all of it, whatever color. I'm going to be using green. You could just color all your worm right now. You could draw little eyes, a little mouth, like a nose or anything on one end of my little friend over here. She may be using a Sharpie, so it sticks out a bit more. Smiley face, that is not a green smiley face. Well, but then if you want to get his little spring in a step, you want to find the middle of your of the worm and fold it in on itself again. Then you want to do that again. Then you want to fold it on itself again, like this. This. Then fold both ends together. Just want to fold that down nice and tight, all the way. You can take it all out, and then it's back to looking itself. It looks like a little nice worm. But if you want to, so this worm, it can move if you blow on it at the right angle. And like the right angle would be either from right above to like right here, and not like directly above it or directly behind. And to help with that would be the straw, but you can use your mouth. It doesn't really matter. But like mine isn't the best at this point because it's a bit wrinkly, but it can move if you get it at the right angle. So now we are going to be making a little calf run over here using, starting with the paper that we had cut out for our worm earlier. So we just want to cut off the end of this, and you can throw this part away. And then we're left with this square piece of paper. So now we want to fold each corner to each quarter, like this. And then it can be a little bit off, but you want to get these sides level with each other so that it's good. And if you're left with a bit of extra, you can just cut that off. Like I'm left with a bit over here. You can just cut that right off. Be careful using this, because it's a bit more. There we go. That away. And then we're left with this triangle. So now we want to pull the top of the triangle down to right about the middle. We want to crease. And then we want to bend this, one of the sides, any side, up until it's pointing straight up. And then we want to crease on the end. And we want to do the exact same for the other side. So get this right. Oh, there we go. Your cat ears might be a little bit off. Mine is a little bit, but that is okay. So then we have our little cat outline, and then we can just color them in. But it's gonna look something around like this, but I bet yours looks a lot better than mine. So today we were able to make both our little inchworm origamis and a little kittens and cats origamis. And I hope you all enjoyed this little tutorial how to make it. And I'll see you again.